Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review. With me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today looking at another beer from Northern Monk. That was sent to me from Andre and the team at Northern Monk. So thanks a ton to Northern Monk and Andre for the beer. From the surprise beer mail that all of a sudden just was at my doorstep. So this is a beer in a series that they do at Northern Monk called the Patrons Project, which is a very cool concept where they collaborate with like different artists or just like artistic type people and whatnot, in not just in beer but in like, you know, art, and also like this is like in sports and this specific beer and stuff, but they collaborate with them and they make like these very unique and different beers. So this is from the Patrons Project, and this is the Patrons Project 5.01, made in collaboration with Ricky Lightfoot, I think that's his name, and this is the Striding Edge Light IPA. And I love this label, this artwork. You know what? It reminds me of the Bigfoot running. I don't know if that's, well, I take it his name is Ricky Lightfoot, but it just reminds me of Bigfoot with that picture. But yeah, really great artwork. This is a very interesting beer. This is a 3% session IPA that's supposed to pack a punch of flavor that you'd expect in bigger IPA. And as with the Patron Project beers with Northern Monk, it's these awesome stickers. Such a great way to showcase artwork and a great picture like this. And then you have info on the back. But it's 3%, and they use a new super pale ale malt for the grist, and 1/4 of the grist are oats to give big mouthfeel. And then they charge it with 3 dry hopping additions of West Coast favorites Simcoe, Amarillo, and Mosaic. And they back it up with Citra as well. So Simcoe, Amarillo, Mosaic, Citra IPA on 3%. I mean, that sounds crazy. 3% IPA. So let's get the sticker back on there. Looks great. And breaking out the hashtag proper glassware. No, the Monk glassware, the stemless glassware. I love this glass. It looks amazing, especially for IPAs. But got it poured, and wow, what a pale color. It's like super pale hazy. I mean, if you talk about, it looks like lemon juice almost. It's that pale. It's been a long time since I've seen a beer this pale. It's like, it's almost like a super hazy lager or something. Like when you think pale beer, you think lagers. Like it's just like super hazy, bright pale yellow color. So that's super pale ale malt. Well, definitely pale. Head that was there was a nice kind of white frothy head. Let's check out the aroma on the Patrons Project 5.01 Striding Edge Light IPA. And I like, they call it Light IPA, not Session IPA too, but yeah, let's check out the aroma. Whoa, that is a punch of aroma for 3%. Oh, actually a good amount of like crackery, bready, malty things too, and you kind of smell the sweetness of the oats as well. Whoa, it's got a lot of hop character for a 3% beer. Like lemony and limey. They say like big piney and grapefruity and citrusy hops in the back, like West Coast aromas, but also tropical fruit. But for me, it's like very limey and lemony. But there's definitely like tropical notes. Passion fruit and pineapple, the tart tropical fruits I like to talk about with some of these hops, especially like Citra and Mosaic as well, to some extent. It does have some grapefruit and piney notes as well. Very yeah, grassy and lemon limey type hop character with a crisp kind of clean maltiness. Smells really nice. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Cheers, and thanks to Andre and the team at Northern Monk for the beer. That's gotta be the biggest mouthfeel I've ever had on a beer of this ABV. Wow, it's got a nice mouthfeel. It's like medium and like completely kind of chewy kind of coating. It's almost got the mouthfeel on like a regular type pale ale. Because often I find like low ABV, like 3% and lower beers, the mouthfeel just becomes super watery. But I guess that's maybe the addition of oats as well. It gets like a slight chewy creaminess, but it's like light, but it's there. Super lemony and grassy. and that light twang of tropical fruit flavor. And yeah, grassiness, pine, a bit of that too. And it's like maybe more yeah, well, it is maybe a bit of the tart tropical fruit, but that kind of maltiness from that super pale malt, it lends like this crisp, really clean, bready, crackery malt flavor. Wow, it's got a lot of flavor for a 3% beer. Not a mind blower, but I must say this is one of the best very low ABV beers I've had. I'm actually going to go straight 90 on this. This is such a crusher, and I'm really impressed with the amount of hop flavor and malt flavor you're getting from a beer this low in ABV. I mean, you could easily crush a few, like crush this can and be, you know, totally fine. Crush another one, be totally fine. It's really cool when breweries try to do these really low ABV beers, but with a lot of flavor. It's really nice. So if you guys had a chance to try the Striding Edge Light IPA from the Northern Monk Patrons Project series, definitely let me know what you thought of it. I think this is really nice, really sessionable IPA. So let me know, guys. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'm going to say cheers. And see you guys in another beer review.